All right, welcome to that Synth Show episode 20, June. Wrap up, review. We got Moog, we got KORG, we got Behringer, we got it all. And we're about to cover what happened in the month of June because it was wild. So without further ado, that's Synth Show. All right, welcome back. Figured we get a little review in. I think I'm going to do a monthly review now. So we'll cover everything that happened this last month. We had Moog, we had Behringer, we had KORG, all releasing big news. Well, Behringer's always releasing news. Is it big? Is it small? It's always something with Behringer. But Moog was huge and KORG was huge. So let's get into it. Let's cover it all. So first up, what we had early on in the month, we had Behringer come out saying the Proton is ready for production. Now, anybody knows about the Proton? It's like the Neutron, but looks just a little bit prettier. All right? The big blue is here and ready to go. So I'm telling you, that's huge news. I know a lot of people like me been waiting for it. This is one of my most anticipated Behringer synths coming out, the Proton semi-modular. I got the Neutron, so we can patch those both up with those the Moog kind of on the side patch bays, which I think they should have done with the Crave and the Spice, you know, and the Edge. They should have put the patch bay on the side. It would have been much better, but I get it. They're doing what they got to do. So the Proton is coming. Going to come in at a $299 price tag. We're waiting for it. I'm going to get it. Maybe you're going to get it, but we're all very, very excited for that. Next up on the list, we had the Behringer Pro 800. Now, not only was this release shipped, it was complained about. When people got this synth, they were saying the envelopes are too not snappy enough. You know, people were like, what do we get? The envelopes, you know? You wouldn't know if it was the post office. They were saying, can we get these envelopes fixed? Now, I did a video a little while ago called Why Behringer is the best synth company in the world. Are they not? I mean, this could be one reason why they are, because they went and took that, did a firmware update almost immediately, fixed those slow envelopes, made them super snappy, and now you got the Pro 800 exactly how you wanted it. Their reasoning was, hey, we were trying to make it, you wanted it like the original. The original had crap envelopes. I don't know if you want to call them crap, but they weren't as good as what people liked, and it was a complaint. So Behringer, being true to the replica as best they could, they made the replica with the non-snappy envelopes. But people want snappy. Behringer gave them snappy. Hit YouTube. There's tons of videos of people using the Behringer Pro 800. It's their most successful synth to date, apparently, according to Behringer, which is their own biggest hype man next to me. I don't know, next to somebody. I love them. I'm hyping everything, so I'm a synth hype guy. So that's Behringer. Huge news. People got the synth. If you're gonna get it, pick it up. It's amazing. Next up on the list, we had Behringer number 3 coming out with the classic French mini Moog, the Behringer RSF Cobalt. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cobalt, however you say it. I don't know. We're going to call it the Cobalt because that's how I like how it sounds. People always get mad at me because I say Moog. I just think Moog sounds better, but it's Moog. I know it's Moog. Sorry for all those linguistic connoisseurs, but I'm from Newfoundland, Canada. We don't talk right anyway. So we had the Cobalt. It's released. Or not released, ready for production. I think they said ready for production. Yeah, ready for production. So we're gonna get the Behringer Cobalt. And again, I don't know what you guys think, but Behringer makes beautiful synthesizers when they do that pop top. You know, we love the pop top. And that's coming very soon. And they're saying they're gonna bring out the Poly Cobalt, which is also epic. I got a couple videos on that. Go check it out. There's a couple on YouTube from like 17 years ago. It sounds like it was made yesterday. So this thing sounds awesome. Got the big fat knobs. So that was what we did there with Behringer. 3 for 3. What a month for Behringer. June was epic. And I think it's only going to get better for them from here on out because they got that factory pumping. All right, let's move over to the next one. The big news of the month. InMusic acquires Moog Music Inc. Now, I don't think a lot of people saw this coming, but old Synth Samurai saw it coming a year ago when the Behringer staff were a little bit upset. They were like, we want a union. You guys don't pay us enough. So, you know, I don't know if they get paid enough or not. But according to Moog, it's 49% employee owned. So a lot of those people that were going to set up the union, now they can just kind of be happy with the percentage of the pie. And hopefully, like we said before, some of them are going to start their their own company get together and keep the tradition going. Now, InMusic said they're going to keep producing everything in the United States. That's wait and be seen, you know, because why would a company, unless they were really true to the USA roots, keep all the production in America when profit rules the day? So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. The foundation of Moog did a little video where they said they're gonna keep this factory, maybe turn it into a museum or something, foundation, blah, blah, blah. We'll wait and see what happens when they get all that sweet cheese and all that money's raining down. We'll see how much that foundation does, all right? But we're excited. InMusic hasn't done too much with the companies they bought. People weren't really too pumped what they did with Alesis, however you say that. The Akai Pro's done good. It's done pretty well, except for putting out the same thing a lot of times, just in a different color. People get angry about that, but I mean, people love that. It's a beat-making machine. So, Sequential, Oberheim acquired by Focusrite, Moog acquired by InMusic, and Behringer Music Tribe. What's going to happen? There's rumors that Music Tribe is going to end up buying InMusic. So, that would just be totally nuts, you know, because then you'd have Behringer and Moog, arch rivals, under the same hood, which could be cool, might not be. So that was big news. Then, a couple days ago, we dropped it. I got a video on the KORG WAVESTATE, just a reaction video. They came out, they released, as the picture shows, if we just cover up the sides there and make that a little smaller, they basically put out the WAVESTATE with a couple doors on the side, you know, a couple, you know, if you want to put a plate of chicken tenders on one side, you want to put a half a cheesecake on the other, and just rip away at that 120 voices of polyphony, go for it, because they didn't bother to put anything on each side. And some people love it, some people don't. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but as far as I know, that didn't impress me too much. So we'll see what happens. A lot of people are like, they should have put out the Big Daddy first, then release the mini one later. But if you got the mini one, I see no reason to get that yet. So, you know, KORG, did you knock it out of the park? I don't know. I'd have to sit down and play it. But the demos and everything, you didn't do anything different in the demos than you did in the demo for the Mark I, right? So not only they dropped that, they dropped it in a platinum too here, though. So they made it silver for all the platinum junkies. Then we head over, they dropped the OPSIX like a week later. Now the OPSIX to me, even though, let's have a look here, look. Even though they dropped the OPSIX, over doubled the voices from 32 to 80, redid the presets, aftertouch on the keys. The keys are now not plasticky, you know, they're more of a player's key, made in Japan. They did put those beautiful little algorithms on the side, which is kind of cool, you know. So I wouldn't want to cover that with a plate of chicken tenders, but on the left, maybe put a bowl of ramen there, some pork ramen on the side, you know, just don't spill it on that beautiful metal. So were people impressed with that? Same thing, they just dropped the OPSIX into a metal box. They did, a couple of guys on Sonic State today, they did a podcast, and they were kind of making the same complaints. They were saying that it was just extra real estate. Why didn't they spread stuff out? Or, you know what, over on the left here, why don't we just put a huge cutoff knob the size of a Boston cream donut? You know, just do something like that. And then have this big Boston cream donut knob, you know, turn it, crank it up. That'd be cool, just fun, something to do. You know, make it silver. And on the platinum one, make it black. So they did the same thing, drop the silver edition too, you know. But I like the original color. I hope it's that greenish color, not so much gray, but. So that's that. They threw in that huge case. Everyone's complaining about the cases, saying they got too many cases. So everything comes with a case, you know. Use it as a suitcase, I guess. You know, pack light, carry the thing under your arm, and go on. But that's the news. People weren't impressed. All the people out. I had some people who were like, "I'm gonna get it." They probably got tons of money, you know, because you're gonna drop $2,500 on that when you can pick up an OPSIX for $500. You know, you pick up an OPSIX and pick up a mini freak. Pick up a drum log, and then you still got $1,000 left over to take your missus on a weekend vacation to the hot springs up in Quebec City, if you're into that. All right, so that was the news there. So big month, huge month for Behringer, huge month for KORG. I think KORG can, you know, Behringer came out and said, you know what, we'll update that firmware, toot sweet, and they did it, fixed those envelopes, snappy as a you know what. So guess what, if KORG take a hint from Behringer. People are like, how come it's not multi-timbral? Or at minimum, why is it not bitimbral? Are you crazy? So go what? Drop the firmware update right now. Do it today before the synth even comes out. Or you're gonna be sweet, and as soon as the synth comes out, then you're gonna drop the firmware update. Say, this baby's multi-timbral, we fooled you all, now go out and get it, you know? So we'll see what happens. It is what it is. That's, you know, that's the month in review. That's all that happened this month. It interests me. I don't know if it interests you, but it sure as heck interests me. I love doing this. I love kind of talking about synths. I hope you guys like listening. And if you like me bringing you this sweet synth samurai breakdowns and news, hit the subscribe button, like, share it with some friends. If not, just tune in and relax. Now, to send us away, I'm also thinking about getting the Behringer System 55 on sale for $15.99. $1,000 cheaper than the WaveState and the OPSIX, and I just want to go out with a couple videos from two legends who got it, and you guys can check it out, because I like modular, but I'm just intimidated. I don't know about you guys. You guys into modular? You let me know down in the comments, because what would you do if you had $1,500 when it comes to modular? Would you get a System 55 from Behringer, or would you go and just piece together your own package? Let me know in the comments, because I'm about to hit that purchase button on Sweetwater pretty soon. So let's take it away with a couple of these videos. All right. Here's the first one from OZ Hall. 650 subscribers, I think that says, unless it's a ... and that's 650,000. But, you know, this is cool. I want to show it to you. Go over and subscribe to his channel. We'll play a little bit of it, but I just want you to hear this thing. This thing is wild. I don't even know how to use that, but I'm assuming that I can figure it out. So I mean, this thing sounds awesome. If you look over here, the one with all the white buttons there, that's a sequencer. You can sequencer. It's got tons of oscillators. I mean, these wires, I don't have a clue, but for anybody who doesn't know what this thing is, it's basically a synthesizer with the guts on the outside. So that's OZ Hall, legendary. He seems like a genius because he's got this wired up, making it sound awesome. I have no idea how he does it, but I will figure it out if I buy it. And let's move over real quick and check out Mono Dukes. 219 subscribers. Get over to his channel, subscribe, because this one here, he's got the System 500 paired up with what's that, the System 100, I think it is, or no, the 2500 modules. So the System 55 with the 2500 modules. Let's check this out for a quick sec. Let it play for another minute, and then you guys can go over to his channel and check out the rest. But come on, you gotta be kidding me. All right, you guys go check it out. Mono Dukes. I'll put it all down in the links in the bottom. He's got the Behringer 2600 on his left there. It looks sweet. I hope you enjoyed the show. That's all we're going to do here for tonight. Just want to do a little June review, hit you with all the stuff we covered for the month. Super exciting. The system, Behringer System 55, I might have this in the shop here soon. So let me know if you're into modular. Is it something I should get, or should I piecemeal something together? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, that's Synth Show, episode 20 with your host, Synth Samurai. Have a beautiful weekend, and we'll catch you on the flip side.